illustrating life in your city. Hi everybody, my name is Vianne and I am an illustrator based in New York City, but my work is always at the intersection of art and education. I've illustrated children's books and most recently a graphic novel that you guys can check out here. Those are my credentials, but we don't really need them for what we're doing today because we are going to be drawing characters around New York City. In this day and age, where so many challenges around us, it's really good for us to not only take action in the ways that we can, but remember to center ourselves and what makes us feel the most like ourselves so we can do work that we need to do. So for me, that is drawing, and that is like illustrating life as it's happening. I want to take you along with me for this process so that maybe this could be a hobby of yours too. I know that for me, to seek inspiration, I will often go to like YouTube videos and Pinterest to see how people are carrying out their hobbies and like what the routine is like. Here is my routine for illustrating our town. Basically, this is my routine for drawing your life wherever you may be in the world and whatever you're doing. All you need is a notebook, a pen, some paper, and we can get started right away. I like to start every drawing adventure with a drink, so usually my drink of choice is coffee or like an iced coffee, just like a regular latte. So I use like Fairlife milk and then 2 shots of espresso. And then I like to commute to wherever I want to like situate myself for the day. So if that's like a nearby park near your house or just like a place where you can see a lot of like buildings and people and animals, that is usually where I like to like observe and draw inspiration for my drawings. I also love getting inspiration from movement, like the movement of things and the interactions of people with the world around them. And it's so interesting, like it's so meta because it's like you as the artist are interacting with your world and trying to perceive the movement of your world, and in a way that's like a direct relationship to the motions of life. But what you're doing is like illustrating it, and that in itself is an action. Somehow, I don't know if I explained that correctly and really captured what I'm trying to say, but that I just think drawing and like drawing real life is really cool in that way. So these are my essentials. I always bring water, make sure that I'm not cold, because there have been days where I would go out to draw and then I end up underprepared like for my outfit. So you never want to draw when you're like too cold or too hot, so be sure to dress in layers. And now I'm going to start drawing. So during this Central Park observation, I saw so many runners, so I'm just going to try to draw them. For whatever you like to draw, you can start with the basic outline of whatever that structure is. So if it's a leaf, try to look at the leaf and then outline the structure of it in your head. So it's sort of like everything that you see has an outline, as if you're just tracing the outer rim of whatever subject you're looking at. So whether it's people, leaves, like stop signs, or flowers, I always like to start with that first, and then you can fill in the details like inside. One of my favorite things to draw, of course, are people, and I love to draw their outfits. People in New York are super stylish, so it's so fun to see what they're wearing and then to draw that with all their accessories and how they choose to layer things. There was this woman who was wearing this outfit and I loved it so much, and I even loved more to try to like recreate that in a drawing. Also, for art, like make sure you have fun with it. Like sometimes what you see is not necessarily what you have to draw directly onto your paper. For example, I saw that this lady was so stylish and she had an equally stylish dog, and even though he wasn't wearing sunglasses, I wanted to capture that vibe of like coolness. So in my drawing, I gave him sunglasses. And wherever I am and whatever I'm choosing to draw for my day, I need to have some structural like element to the page. That means like drawing the signs around me or drawing the buildings around me so that I can identify the place that I was drawing. So buildings are one of my favorites, especially if you're in the city, because they follow a pretty simple and repeatable structure where you have like rectangles and then little rectangles for the windows. And now you can kind of see everything starting to come together. In the corner, I sometimes like to draw drinks because that's just an element that I really like to repeat in my drawings. And maybe you can also find or practice and discover what element you really like to have in all of your drawings, and that can be like your signature thing. I think drinks for me are like so comforting to draw because before this YouTube channel and before my TikTok where I do drawing tutorials, I used to have an account called Cafe V where I would teach people how to draw, or no, not how to draw, how to make like different like coffee or tea drinks. And so that's something that's definitely like a part of my interest, and I like to put into my self-expression projects like this. Then I like to fill up the spaces with foliage, plants, flowers, and this like swirly thing that I learned from my friend Nina, who's an amazing artist. And yeah, and I like to draw sparkles, and definitely try this out in your drawings as well. I love filling up the space, and it just makes the whole drawing look complete. I hope that you enjoy this video and have some new ideas that you can take with you to your next drawing trip. Oh yes, and don't forget to put the date on your paper so you can look back and remember the magic of the moment that you were once in on that day. Alright, we're all done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!